Well, of course, we want every child to know how very special and important they are and the influence that we have to be able to encourage them, whether it's our students or our grandchildren, our neighbor kids. This next author wrote a book and it shares just all about that. So, welcome the author of Fairy Dinosaur, Rose E. Hils. Rose, I'm glad that you're here today.
Hi, I'm so glad to be here.
Oh, Rose, your book. Can we just see it first, the cover of it? Because it's just
Sure.
beautiful.
So this is Fairy Dinosaur.
And one of the special things is that dinosaur is in a tutu, but we don't know if it's a he or a she. And that's kind of an important part of why you wrote the book.
Totally. When I was originally writing this book and I was showing people pictures, I had questions. They're like, is it a boy or a girl? It's wearing a tutu. And I was like, I like that you don't know what it is, and I'm going to keep it that way. That way it's open to interpretation and anybody can identify with the character.
No gender, no race. Very important message in your book.
Definitely.
And that's important, especially so relevant for today, because the message is they're confusing for kids, and to be able to encourage them and say, you know what, you're important. That stuff isn't.
Totally. Yes. I think it's really important for every child to be able to identify with the character and for no one to feel left out. I think it's just, especially in our day and age, we just need to have everybody feel included.
You talk about wanting to help children really believe in themselves. And when we were talking, you were passionate. Would you share some of that passion about what you're trying to reach within children?
Yeah, so I felt like when I was a child, I was always very artistic and musical, and I felt like society didn't really support that path. It was like you should go to school for business or do something else. But the thing is, my gifts were my artistic abilities, and I feel like so many children in this day and age are guided towards a path that they should be on, rather than cultivating the gifts are naturally in them already. And I just think it's so important that we hone in on what our gifts are, because not every child is the same. And this world would not be, what would this world be like if every child was the same? I mean, we definitely wouldn't have all these beautiful, wonderful, diverse things that we have. So.
And you're a teacher, so you see this firsthand. Can you share about that?
Definitely. I've noticed with students along the way that children are not always encouraged at home in certain ways, and some children don't even think that they're smart. So I've noticed that if I say something like, wow, that's a really great idea, or you're so smart. One time I had a child be like, I didn't know I was smart. And I'm like, no one ever told you you were smart. It just is so important for children to have confidence, because I noticed with this student, he didn't think he was smart, so he didn't apply himself. He didn't try. He didn't believe in himself. So if you believe in yourself, then you will apply yourself. You'll try in life. And it's just so important when we're small, when we're just growing and learning and developing, to know these things, be encouraged, have confidence, have self-worth.
It makes me sad, Rose, because he was defeated before he even started.
I know. It makes me sad too. So definitely some of the energy that went into this book is just that knowing, seeing all the experiences I've had with kids not believing in themselves, and just me as a child not really always believing in myself, and just seeing how it affected me. So.
Can you open the book? Can we see some of the illustrations and some of the samples of how you're encouraging the kids?
Yes. Okay, so hopefully we can see this. All right, maybe I'll put it on this side.
Okay. What are some of the things saying about encouraging?
So basically, it tells you, like in the beginning of the book, when you dream a dream and you wish real hard, the things you want will not be far. Believe and hold it dear to you, and all you wish will soon come true. And then it encourages you, listen closely to your heart, and it will tell you where to start. So it encourages you to kind of look within, listen to your heart. What's your heart saying? And then it's saying you can do anything. What does your heart say? Maybe you could dance and tap. Maybe you could swim a lap, or maybe you could sail the seas, or maybe you could save the bees. So it's letting
Mhm.
children know that the world is their oyster, that anything's possible, and listen to your heart for guidance and see where it takes you.
You
And my
know,
favorite,
oh, I was just going to say, it just reminds me that what you found was music came out of you dreaming. I mean, that's what just pours out of you, right?
definitely, yes,
I mean, there might be kids that are going along a line because their parents are pushing them or guiding them, I should say, not pushing them in a certain direction, when
right,
maybe music is something that's, or acting,
yes.
modeling, or accounting, you know?
Totally. Like a mathematician, even if your desire is to just be a mother. I mean, all of those things
Mhm.
hold purpose and they're important. But it's important, like I said, I mean, what would this world be like if we were all mathematicians? I mean, then where's our
Yeah.
art and where's, our engineers or whatever? I guess, you get the point, but
Yeah. Rose, it occurred to me that when we're not filled up, we can't fill other people. And part of our job in the world is to not just take care of ourselves, but to take care of other people. And what you're doing is you're helping us to wrap our arms around the whole world. So when these children go home, if they feel good about themselves and they're able to encourage themselves, maybe mom is tired, maybe dad is exhausted, and what if they were able to give them a little bit of fuel and say, you know what,
oh
I
yeah.
love you, you're doing a good job, because they've been encouraged.
Totally. Oh, yeah, I totally agree. And also, I had a family member reach out to me and say, "Thank you so much. Like, I was reading your book to my child, and I felt inspired and encouraged to follow my dreams." Like, they felt like it was almost like a nudge or a sign that, it's like, believe in yourself. And they were on a journey of finding out that they're wanting to work for themselves and not kind of go the old route that they were going, and it's hard and scary, and that message that was in the book that they were reading to their child also touched them. So it's really cool. It'll spread to both adults and children. So
Well, we just really want to encourage you. You can see on the screen where to purchase the book, Rose E. Hils, Fairy Dinosaur, talking about no gender and no race, and just encouraging children to follow their dreams. And thank you for such a positive message, needed more than ever.
definitely, I'm so honored and grateful to be here, and I'm grateful that you are helping me spread this message. So
Thank you, Rose. Have a great day.
thank you so much.